Alrighty, so this first fight, we're just gonna go ahead and toss in the garbage can because you didn't make it through the teleporter, so we just kind of lost. Go through the teleporter, pro tip. Alrighty. So here, you really want to save. Oh, let me pull out my little pen tool. You really want to save your shift. Shit, that is the wrong thing. Your shift for if everyone's taking a lot of damage or you think they're about to take a lot of damage, or if you're like in the middle of reloading and don't have. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see this now. Okay, wait 1 second. Let me pause. Okay, we're good. You really want to save your biotic. How do I hide this in? Oh, that's awkward. Your shift, hopefully you can kind of see that, until everyone's kind of taking a lot of damage, because otherwise you just don't get as much value from it. Like, I would guess this shift will get basically no value, because everyone's pretty much full.
The objective is now
and because it's such a long cooldown, you really want to think before you use it. I mean, like, you can kind of spam it off cooldown as long as we're in a fight, but when we're kind of doing this poking phase, you really want to save it, because like when we're really going to need healing, right, is like right here, right? Like when we're pushing up into their damage, like this is when we need shit, because like now I'm damaged, Adam's damaged, our D.Va's going up, she's about to get damaged, Sonya can get it on the flank, because once you apply it to someone, it lasts the full duration. So if you use it here and Sonya went over here, he'd still be getting healed a little bit. But anyway, so just think about that a little more, be a little more patient with that, and make sure you're in the right. Because like once you're in the fight, you can spam it off cooldown. But here you end up getting really far forward. Because we're Brawl, right? Ideally, we're all going to be stacked together, right? And you really want to shoot the kind of grenades at our feet, so you're hitting all of us at once. And they now, I don't know if you saw this patch note a while back, they now deal additional healing if you direct hit someone. So if you direct hit Adam, it will still do the area of effect, but he'll get a little bit of an additional thing. So you'd really, ideally, like, there's nothing you can do up here that you can't do from back here and be safer. Like, you just want to play a little bit further back on map, because you end up getting pinned here. Also, listen for Rein pin. But I mean, also a little bit unlucky here. But you just kind of get pinned and deleted there, which is really unfortunate.
Fully healed.
I mean, I see what you're going for here. I would probably immort here. Adam looks like he's pretty low. You end up holding it, which is actually good because he didn't need it, but it's better to use it early. You were pretty good with the ammo fields, though, to be honest. If you hear tire and it doesn't sound like it's all the way across the map, I normally just put down ammo field basically immediately. Okay, oh yeah, you do. So ammo field is also line of sight. So despite the fact that it looks like it's covering this area, it's not. It only covers things within the line of sight of the drone. So if you're right here, even though you're in this little circle, people will still die of the tire. So make sure if you're trying to maximize ammo area, you probably should have thrown it like here. So that way everyone could get in it, or like even back here if we were all going to stream back into it. I don't really get Sonya, which is unfortunate, but like your drone basically did nothing here, which is like the most powerful ability in the game. So like here, right? When this Rein's taking this corner, if you ever see the Rein pushing up this aggressively, he wants to shatter, right? So, I mean, obviously you couldn't quite see this because you were kind of over here. But like, as soon as you see him turning this corner looking like he's trying to fight someone, you should immediately be thinking shatter. You can exo boot over shatter, so if you charge your crouch, you can then jump over the shatter. But you also, if we're getting pushed this hard, I probably would have backed up into here. So that way you can still see us get shots on them, but you're decently out of kind of harm's way. Because as it is here, because Adam is playing not around the corner, I guess it's... Oh, actually, I guess no one gets shattered off that. But just for future reference stuff. Really, really good window here. Because basically, like, your window was like, you overextend, like, they overextended, we're gonna punish you now. I really, really like this window. I would have liked it a little bit more if it was more aggressive. Because as is right now, it is really good at helping us secure the Rein kill, right? Like, we immediately melt that Rein. But now we have to push up past this, so if you could have windowed here, like, we can still shoot through the window. Because it almost, like, it seems, on BAP, I have the bad habit of putting it right in front of me, right? But, like, your bullets travel. If your bullets travel through a window over here, it does the same thing, right? So if you can place your window a little further away, even though it feels a little more scary. Because if you had windowed here, then like we probably could have pushed up and used it around this wall or something. It probably wouldn't have gotten much value because they walled, but if they hadn't walled, we could have turned this corner and used it, maybe caught a few more. So just something to think about. Good. Yeah, don't be afraid to leave your window if it's in a bad spot. Window normally you only get value from it immediately after it's used. Oh yeah, Adam hits a really nice shatter here. God, we way over ulted here. Why did we beat, actually? Adam was getting kind of low. Let's do some beat, I guess. We just need to call some more here. Look at this from your perspective real quick.
You're fully hit. That was such. Oh, let's break it.
Damn! Here, like, this is never where you want to be, right? You never want to be kind of in the open with no cover. Especially, like, when you have this range, like, you're ranged healer, right? Even though you're not, you're not Ana with the sniper scope. Like, you can be healing Adam just as well from back here. And back here, you can also keep an eye on John up there. So, like, I probably wouldn't cross this corner if I was you, because, like, you don't get punished for it here, but, like, most of the things I'll comment on will be, like, ways you could improve your play in the future, because the better opponents we play, the more they'll punish little mistakes. So, like, if you come here and then I don't know, their Junkrat wakes up and gets one shot through that window. Junkrat shot through window is a one shot, I believe. So, like, you playing out here, maybe you get caught when you wouldn't have gotten caught if you had been playing around this corner or something. So, like, just in general, hang back a little more. Like, I don't mind the all-out aggression because we're winning this fight pretty heavily, but, like, until I hit that tire, we weren't winning that much, and if we lose you, we always lose the fight. Like, BAP is probably the second most important hero in Brawl, because, right, with Lucio, let me see if I can do, like, a nice green. Is green a color I can use? Yeah, I can get, like, a dark green. With Lucio, right, all we're trying to do is use speed. I can't write. So we're basically playing one healer and like a utility character, right? Lucio should basically not be, like, he's not healing that much, right? So really you're our main source of healing. So if we lose you in a fight, we have to win that fight in like 2 seconds, or we don't have the sustain to stay in that fight, right? Because Lucio can't heal all of us up, like he just doesn't heal that fast. So if we lose you early, we're just done. So like you getting picked early is really, really bad for the team. So that's why I'm emphasizing a lot, like, just to kind of hang back a little more. Like, don't play passive. Like, now that we're pushing out, like, I want to see you here, because, like, Adam's gonna need... Oh my god, Adam. I don't know what that pin was. That was a little adventurous. That's good. We forced MO. So, like, even here, like, if they okay, so they just lost their Rein, right? They're not going to be pushing. But if they pushed in super hard right now, right, we would all be backing this direction. The area you are right now, like, you're either backing up through that doorway or up these stairs, and you're split from us. I want you playing, like, basically think, like, if our team was going to back up, where would they back up into? That's where I want you playing. I want you playing, like, here. But preferably out of line of sight or the front, so, like, maybe here, or, like, here. Like, somewhere where you can heal and get shots in, but, like, somewhere you can duck in and out of cover, and then when our team backs up, they're backing up into more heals. So I think you eventually realize like I shouldn't be over in that corner by myself.
Routing power, forward shield.
Even here, like, are you doing anything right here? Like, you don't have an angle to shoot anyone, really. Like, you're kind of popping in and out. But, like, are you doing anything right here that you couldn't be doing from here? Like, honestly, here you get better angles. And they have, right, they have Junkrat and Sim. So, like, you're not getting hit from far away. So, like, why wouldn't you, as the hit scan hero, be chilling here, hitting them with the blammy, you know? Just play a little further back, and you got the deeper sightlines. Especially because, like, here, like, they don't have Shatter this fight, but if they have Shatter, if they have Tire, if they have, like, you just want to be able to see, because, okay, say they Tire right now, right? Let me go into free cam. Okay, they Tire right now. Now you're deciding between, like, either throwing it back behind for me and Scoot. Oh, they TP. Or throwing it up there for Adam. Whereas, like, if you're kind of back a little bit, you can kind of throw it where you're standing right now and kind of see everyone. But, like, as it stands right now, like, it's hard to read the battlefield from here. As a support, you always want to be reading who's low, where you need help, and stuff like that. It's hard to read the battlefield from up front. Like, you just get so much less information looking here versus looking here. Like, especially if we had had you here, we could have called out that they were TPing. Like, that's just additional information for us. I don't think their TP ends up going very well for them. But... like, here, like, I think you just end up kind of drifting forward. Like, stay out of harm's way. Like, go back behind this pillar. Like, we just don't need you that far up. You're taking unnecessary risks here. Because, like, there's nothing, especially if you're just looking for healing. Like, I know you're not the best BAP, so, like, you're probably not hitting the headshots and then healing and going back and forth a lot, because that's really hard to do. So, like, if you're just looking for the healing, like, just heal from here, man. Like, play it safe. Because if you walk up here, like, yeah, that Junkrat mine just caught you. You take one more of those to the face, you're dead. I'd probably window around this corner. Window honestly is not that great of an ult. So like if you ever are like, I think window gives us an extra 5% chance of winning here. Really nice shatter by Adam here and a good bomb. I don't know what that is. But like this, you are way too far up here. Also, when you see these ultimates come out, right? As BAP, the damage you're going to be dealing is never going to be like fight changing, right? So when we see these ultimates come out, and you see like we have a bomb going, we actually do a really nice bomb shatter here. But like when you see this come out, your first thought from where you were, right? You kind of come around this corner, should be I should kill Immo Field, because that's the only thing you're going to make a difference killing, right? Because like Ryan still has his shield up, they're protected here. Like maybe you can get some damage on this BAP, but if you kill this Immo Field, this BAP is dead anyway, and you don't know if like maybe there's someone here that isn't behind Ryan's shield or someone on these stairs that then isn't protected. So like when you come around this corner, your first instinct should be to kill Immo Field, because that might be getting you more kills with the ultimate. It's like powering up the ultimates by killing Immo Field. I don't know what this was, to be honest. A very aggressive window. I don't like it. A little too aggressive for my taste. But also this is ridiculous. This is like you're asking to die here. You're still on the wrong side of the window. Good tire, we can maybe push on that. But also like one thing I want you to subconsciously think about is like always be on a wall. So like when you're, if we're right, we're holding this choke here, right? We're holding here. The death lane that they can kind of shoot into is like here, right? Because if you're standing here, it takes you like 1 Mississippi, you're dead. 1 Mississippi, you're dead. Whereas if you're playing more like on this, hugging this wall here, peeking out and going back, peeking out and going back. Then you have like a half second, or like you can pop back in and pop back out super fast on either side. So like playing in the middle here, you can get caught out in more dumb ways, especially against a Junkrat, right? Because one Junkrat mine comes in, all of a sudden you're at half health, then you get hit by a fire strike and you're just dead in 2 seconds. Like not even 2 seconds, like half a second. Whoa, this is weird. So like really try to play these corners a little more, and also you're just too far up in general. Yeah, you're just way too far up here. But like right here, this is what I'm talking about. Whereas like, if this junk mine or this junk mine hits into you, all of a sudden you're at less than half health, and it will take you more than half a second to get over. Now John did a good job eating that, but like that's what I'm talking about. Like this was a misplay by me, right? Because I didn't do what I was talking about. Look, I'm out in the open because I'm getting greedy. I want to hit some shots here. I come out. I mean, that's also just unfortunate for me. But like that's what could happen to you, and we can afford to lose our Junkrat. Like, I mean, like obviously not ideal, but like that was kind of unlucky for me. That's why I don't want you up there. That's why I want you back here. Is because in 2 seconds you can be dead, and if you die, we lose the fight. If I die, maybe we lose the fight. But even if we lose the fight, because we still have, with our healers, we still have 1 DPS, we still have both of our tanks and everything, like, we could turn this fight, and at the very least, if we don't turn this fight, we'll at least get to 99. If you die here, they can immediately rush in. We just don't have enough heals. We die super fast, and maybe we're only at, like, 94. Like, maybe they're able to get enough stall that, like, that affords them another fight then. It's like, me dying there isn't ideal, but, like, I'm glad it was me and not you. They come in and kind of burn every ult in the game. Honestly, that's not even worth looking at, because like that... Oh, they didn't... I forgot they didn't touch there.
I've got you in my sights.
That's funny. That's unfortunate for them. Alrighty. Lords, what are you playing here?
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Teleporter online.
I was on.
Yes, so like this is a really good shift because you know the shit's going down. Like giving us all these extra heals is great. So make sure you don't get too far up here. This is kind of good. Good MO field. Adam was getting kind of low there. This is good. Typically on BAP, what you'll do is you can kind of get a round of shooting in between your healing. So you can do like shoot, 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 right? Because it's like 3-round bursts. So you do like 1 round of shooting, then your little healing missile. So you can do like shoot, 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 heal, shoot, 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 heal. Or if you want to be more aggressive, you can do shoot, 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 heal. So you're kind of aiming, so like you'd aim at this diva's head, bang, 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 and then you aim at the floor. Bang, 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 and you kind of go back and forth, so that way you're kind of maximizing your output, because like, if you're just healing, there's just downtime where you're not doing anything. So like, here I can, you know, we just started this round, I can show you really quick. Right, so on BAP, your normal heal is like bang, bang, bang. So you can kind of keep that same pace, right? Your teammates. Or what I typically do on BAP, because I play BAP very aggressively, is like bang, bang. I mean, obviously, if someone's 1 bar, it's more useful to finish them than to get the healing off. But like just healing, like you can also hit them both at the same time. So like if you want to just like spam them both at the same time, I'll sometimes do that, which is also helpful to kind of know the distance. So like when I was talking about playing back, right? If that's the choke, right? My team's right there. I can look out this choke, and I don't even if I'm playing at the right distance back, I don't even have to adjust where I'm shooting. to both shoot and get healing darts on my team. Right? Like I'm hitting both at the same time right now because I'm shooting at the choke and there's also like a little bit of lob down on the bullets. So like playing angles like that is really good. And like when we get into those really hectic fights, like in that round of Lijiang we were just looking at, like there's always enemies in front of you and there's always teammates in front of you. So honestly, just going like that is typically really good. I mean, like obviously focus on someone if they need it, but like you're gonna be doing the max of both. Like you want to be doing the max damage and healing anyway, and like it's kind of hard to tell who you're hitting anyway in a hectic fight.
I think we got let them out.
So like just spamming both at the same time can be pretty good.
Double kill.
Alright, let me go back. I'm gonna look at a different game because I feel like we've talked a little bit about control, positioning, and stuff. Let's look at Kings. Oh god, it started really quick.
Defend objective A.
Nope. I'm recording a video for Ralph. Okay, so we're playing inside strat here. Jacob left early, which is bad, but here also like don't follow Adam in. We don't want you getting. If you're getting hit by Ryan, you're too close. Like this is so aggressive. This is so crazy aggressive. Like just play from here, man. You can shoot him. You can heal at the same time. Like play this angle. You don't gotta be inside, Ryan. You're playing like where Moira would play. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Let me look back and see if you should have done something different here. I think it was mainly just Adam getting greedy.
Get in here. Not as good as you.
Yeah, Adam should not have fire strike that. That was too greedy. That was a misplay by Adam. That's nothing on you. But like typically, I need to. This is kind of a team thing. But typically, if you lose Ryan here, right in the Ryan rush 1v1, you'll run back here, give up a tick, and then basically act like you're on offense and kind of push into them. Because like if they push into us now, there's just no way we can hold up against their Ryan. Like luckily their Ryan's still kind of coming back, but like Adam won't be back for like another 15 seconds. Like we shouldn't have been holding here. This was my mistake holding here. I should have called Trust to just dip. I didn't think they'd be that aggressive, to be honest. If you're ever in this situation, just run. And if you're ever there, Ryan, don't push in this hard, because we were able to punish him. So like right there, sometimes what I'll look for is Mei is cutting off the immortality field. It's like their immortality field. Oh shit. Their immortality field, in theory, here is covering their Ryan, right? Because like he's in the circle, but because it's cut off by the wall, he doesn't get it. So what you can do to avoid his BAP is one. Where is their BAP? Oh. Anyway, you can jump over the wall, right? So you can jump here and lay down ammo. So typically, if our Ryan gets walled, right, you want to jump on top of this Mei wall and be shooting him and healing him and stuff. And if he gets low enough, ammo. But you don't always have to use ammo. Like sometimes if they get a wall, right, but they're not quite there to follow up, Ryan can kind of just hold his shield in the corner and he'll be fine. But if you need to, you can jump over an ammo. Or if you're too far away to kind of jump over, you can also bounce ammo off of walls. So if you throw it here, it'll like bounce and then pop up here. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with the line of sight of immortality field.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Alrighty, where would I want you here? On this map, I would say your positioning. Typically, I mean, like, you want to be able to shoot and heal, right? And you also want to play where we're going to back up into. So where would we back up into here? We would back around this corner. So I would want you playing here. Right, because then if you're taking a lot of damage, you can kind of come here and you can still heal us without being in line of sight of them. And then if they're backing up hard, you're the first one out. Just kind of spamming away.
Let them.
Oofer.
Step.
But I mean, kind of what I was talking about. You get an extra half second to react to that if you're back here.
不许走！
And we ended up winning that just because we have more ults. God, what a Blizzard army is insane. And then hopefully I told Lucio to come back and taxi you. Yeah, it looks like I did. Look at you little buddies. We shouldn't have held this corner. Hopefully we don't get punished for it. But if they knew what they were doing, they should have just pushed into us. I really don't like that beat.
Routing power forward shield. 兵场升起来吧！
Damn, he just snaked out of that.
冻住，不许走！
Sorry, sometimes I get distracted watching the game. Let's see where you are. Yeah, so this is really good.
You're fully healed.
This is too far. I would probably window here. If you have window, I want you to use it that fight. Especially if it's like it's a really good right, if you assume the teams are perfectly matched, right? If no one has any ults and stuff, alright, it's 50-50. If window can add like an extra 10% to that, like that's just so valuable. Cuz like when you get window every fight, I mean you felt what that was like you get window pretty much every fight. Don't be afraid to just throw it. If you see it, because like you see how often their map is throwing it. Like if that can be, you always want to be the one ulting first. So if that could be our window instead of theirs, like that's really valuable. That's a good window.
Extra healing.
In general, if you see someone get pinned, I guess she had bubbles, so maybe that's why you didn't throw it. But in general, if you see someone get pinned, you want to throw it in the field. It looks like not going alright for us. Adam once again dying because he gets greedy. Look at this shit. Kinda alpha as fuck.
你好，
Alright, so if we're holding this corner, right, I'd want you where we're backing up into. Also, high ground on BAP is really good because you can shoot down and land those projectiles. So like I would probably have you positioned here, because that way you can shoot on the choke and shoot down. Let's see what we're doing here. The other thing is, if you do start positioning, I mean, when you start positioning further back, like I'm talking to you about, you do have to be ready to go on a moment's notice, because Brawl plays very fast, so like when we're pushing into them, you have to be ready to follow us in. You're just too far forward there. Like, here's what I'm talking about, where like, I bet we just lose this fight. Or we have to go with a shit ton of ground. Yeah, so like, because you died, we have to go back. I don't even know if we can, I don't think we can hold this corner. This is too greedy, we should have backed up. It's like, we have to give up all this ground just because we haven't gotten heals until now. It's like, that's why you dying early is just so bad. Yeah, and now we had to waste beat, like, you dying there is gonna cost us a second point, just because I don't even think we can touch here.
The payload has reached the champion.
So just play a little further back. Cool. This is good. I want to look at offense.
Attack ready for battle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I think everyone was a little confused here because I was kind of instructing them. That looks like we actually pulled this off pretty well. So you gotta be very careful because you really don't want to be getting hit by these fire strikes and stuff. Oh, nice boot by Jacob there. Good ammo, but like you should, you should never be able to touch Rein. Like you're just so far up. Like you remember, you have the range. You have the range. Don't feel like you have to be up here. Adam should not be swinging on this. He's gonna die instantly. I'm honestly surprised you let that.
How about a little extra healing?
Like healing Rein a lot, very good, but don't die.
Got you good as new.
No one's really damaged there, so you can probably hold your shift a little longer.
Light them up.
Really unlucky. You would have gotten caught by that High Noon if I hadn't walled it. So like, make sure you're getting in the next corner if you're playing against the High Noon. That's my bad. So like this is what I was when I was talking about don't get caught in the open. Right? They're, oh my god, I can't hit buttons correctly. They're all over here, right? Their little death block is here, right? This is where they can see. They can maybe see around this corner, but it's not as strong. You should be here, shooting heals here. This is a misplay by Adam. This is way too fucking aggressive. I mean, like, if it happens, you'd have to walk here because, like, you gotta work with what you got. But, like, playing here, especially in the window, you're about one headshot away with the window because you're already at, like, 3/4 health from just getting insta-deleted here. So, like, you really want to make sure that you're hanging out in the right spots here. Because, like, right here, there is no cover anywhere around you. You really don't want to be caught out in the open here. That goes for John as well, but yeah. So Adam gets the pin kill, but dies for it, which probably isn't worth it. Like you see how John is just like right in the middle of everything. Like where can he go? He's weak now. Where can he go? Like. There's nowhere, because he's like 5 seconds from any cover. Like, the quickest cover he could get into that would shield him from them would probably be, what, backing here? And then in 2 seconds they're on the corner he's dead, so I guess the best cover he could get to would be here? Like, this is, you never want to be in no man's land like this. Like, this is really, really bad. And then as soon as you see 2 people go down, you guys got a tick, you should probably just... Oh, actually, you kind of got reinforcements. Getting 2 ticks there is really, really good. I kind of zoned them out with Blizzard. Their Rein played that. He absolutely should have been. Actually, their Lucio should have touched. Someone should have touched. Because they absolutely weren't out of that. We waste beat. Anyway, overall, look at the positioning. Get a little less aggressive with your shift, save it a little more. Get a little more aggressive with your windows, just spam them out. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me look at an Ana game that you played real quick. Okay, unless I'm wrong, we actually didn't have you play Ana, because I think we were going to run double bubble on offense here, but they came out on the hard brawl, so we just ended up matching brawl. I don't think we ever swapped off brawl. And Donovan played Gibraltar. So I don't think we ever played you on Ana, so I guess I cannot review that. Unless we did on both. Let me check both guys real quick. Yeah, you were just on BAP the whole time here. That's pretty common. BAP's really, really good. Anyway, good stuff. I hope this helped.